Hi guys, how are you all doing? How are you keeping safe? It's great to have you back here. Coming to listen to all the things that I have to say. So I hope literally that we're keeping safe and that we're adhering to the guidelines. Which brings me to what I've thought about to speak with us or to share with us today. I will be talking about anxiety and how I've been able to deal with anxiety, especially during this lockdown. So anxiety simply is a feeling of fear or worry, like when you just feel, that need to just overthink things, and then it leads to, you start getting afraid, and then, the whole physical reactions and all that. That is anxiety. And as funny or as light as it sounds, it's a very, very serious thing. And I know that many of us at different points in time would have had to grapple with it in different ways and in different forms in which it comes. It made me to remember when I was growing up in my early 20s, to be precise, how I used to be like a massive overthinker. I wanted to know everything end to end. You see, I've faced many disappointments. So I got to that point in my life towards the end of my teens where I said, I don't think I want to have to deal with this anymore, so I'm just going to try to control the process end to end. And then I became very analytical. I thought it started as a joke, really, and before you know it, I started overthinking, over worrying. Like, it got so bad that I'd see someone and I'd already try to picture how, that meeting would go, how it will end and all that. And over time, in a space of months actually, I started getting afraid. Let me give you some context. I started thinking about my future. I started thinking about my job, how I was going to go about it. I started thinking about my country. I was thinking about all the poverty that I was seeing around me at the time. I was thinking, how are we going to fix this? I started thinking about then, at that time, people started talking about robbery attacks, kidnapping attacks. I started overthinking all these things, like I had the answer to those things. And then one day I realized I got so afraid that I couldn't even see the people in front of me anymore. My mind, I was in my own head and I was seeing all that. And that was when it struck me. I was literally at the brink. And then that night I sat and I cried and I prayed a simple prayer. I asked God, I said, God, you know what's going to happen? I'm done overthinking, I'm done worrying, I'm done being afraid, because I don't have the capacity for this. So this is what we're going to do, Dad. I'm going to let you do what only you can do. I'm going to let you handle like all these big things, and I will focus on handling the things that are within my control. And then bring it back to the present. We all had plans, we all had dreams, we all had aspirations. Some of us were at the edge, like we're just this close to signing off those deals, to getting those contracts, to securing the jobs, getting married. All our lives we watched all these things slip away by one word: pandemic. And then we've had to stay isolated. What we knew as the norm has changed, and I know that you've probably at some point or another had to think, so what is the way forward? What do I do? How do I manage this? I'm just here to say there's no need worrying, there's no need being anxious, sorry. So how do you handle anxiety? I know for some people, what they do is they take out time to process their feelings. Like, they literally take out time from the whole world. We've all had that time anyways. We all had to stay indoors and just be comfortable with our own selves and our own families and whatnot. But some people need that time to just think, while some other people cannot afford to just be in their own space anymore. They need to literally go out and socialize and talk to people. But whatever your means of letting out those feelings is, however you find it comfortable to do, what I just want to say today is, the moment you notice that simple act of being anxious starts to spiral into being afraid or being paranoid or being depressed, please talk to someone. It could be your friends, if you have trusted friends, if you're blessed like me to have wonderful people, to have friends. Please talk to your friends and just let it all out. Don't put it up in there. If for you, it could be your spouse, it could be your parents. I'm blessed with wonderful parents, and I can always talk to them when things get out of hand. Like, I've had to call home, I've had to call my mom, my dad, and say, I don't think I can do this, like, this is how I feel, and then they will talk me through it and give me that perspective that I need to just get out of my head. And maybe for you, if you know, for some reason you don't have all this, you could talk to a person in authority, a pastor, a religious leader, or somebody who you think has the capacity to talk to you. For some of us, we've tried to find, you know, our outlets on social media. I'm not going to tell you how to use your time, but we must understand where to draw the line, because, you know, now that we're all online, there's so much going on there. But if that's your outlet, and if you think that's fine, please do. And also, don't keep it in. I mean, I know a lot of people are dealing with depression. Some people have had to seek counseling to come out of it. Don't keep it in. As much as we want to now re-strategize for the future, because I promise you, I can tell you by God's grace, authoritatively, that the future is here. And because we're standing and we're alive, we can face tomorrow. And for those of us that are also sure about that, it's time to re-strategize. It's time for us to now start thinking, not from a place of fear, not from a place of worry, but from a place of knowing that God's got us. So I would just like to urge us today, if you think, you know, there's something I've missed, most importantly, please feel free to put it in the comment section. Let's know how you think it's best to handle anxiety before it spirals into fear, into worry, into paranoia, into, you know, depression. How do you think people can find that outlet, especially now that we can't really move around as freely as we used to? And on a final note, remember, which of us can add a single measure to our stature by worrying? Worrying does no good. Fear will not change the situation. You only go on that trip and come back and still meet that problem. So why not take our time to talk to the people that can actually solve those problems, or talk to God and find respite. Thank you. Most importantly, be grateful. I hope to see you all next time on my channel, and bye.